Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man, all the way George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, usually I'm not too much of a big sports guy, other than bodybuilding, some boxing, and MMA. But I always try to acknowledge when something happens in the sports world, especially when it happens to somebody who is black, and this especially a historical in a moment for a black person. And as you know, if you just heard today. Um, uh, Hubert Davis has been named the new head coach for the University of North Carolina Chapel Hill Tar Heels, and that is great. It's history making, and he will be the first black man to head the Tar Heels men's basketball team, and this is historical. And this is just something that's just it's surprising. It just and as you know, Roy Williams, who's been the coach for 18 years, Roy has announced his retirement. And if you know anything about Roy, Roy has a pretty good record. He's the second longest running coach in UNC history, behind the great late Dean Smith. Roy, and he has a good record. As you know, Roy was originally assistant with Dean Smith for 10 years till he left and was the coach for Kansas. And then he came back in 2003. And then for about 9 years, Hubert been his assistant. And under Roy's tutelage, Roy has earned three NCAA championships. 95, 2005, uh, 2009, and 2017, and that's pretty good. And he ties with Dean Smith with the most NCAA championships. And he did pretty good for a coach. Not as many wins compared to the great late Dean Smith, but he did pretty good as a coach. And I think he really set the standards for the school. I mean, and so much he done for that school. And it was just a tradition for UNC always to pick a coach from within the ranks. Somebody who started their career with UNC. And Herbert, he's also another example of a coach. As you know, he's an assistant, but also he was a player. And he played during the good part of the '90s, from around about 89 to about, I think, around 88 to 92. And he was there when the year when they won under Dean Smith the 93 championship. 93? Yeah, no, 90, no, 92, when they won the NCAA championship. And that's when you see Rick Fox right there. Rick Fox was still there, and just history of him. Being from, like I said, I'm from North Carolina, and I'm doing this because I'm been a USC fan for a long time. I was a big NC State fan too as a kid, but when they got rid of Jim Valvano, I just felt like yeah. So I just became strictly more of a USC fan. And after his stint with he was drafted in '92, and he was playing for the New York Knicks for 4 years. And he bounced around for a while. He played for Toronto Raptors for a minute, and also he played for the Dallas Mavs, Washington Wizards, Detroit Pistons, and he's ended his career with the New Jersey Nets, who are now the Brooklyn Nets. And after that, he did some commentary work and stuff like that. But we all know that one of the greatest history of coaches was the late great Dean Smith, and he was with the school for 30 some years till he retired around in '97. And then he passed the torch to Bill Guthrie, and Guthrie was the coach from around about '97 to 2000 until he left. And Guthrie was like Roy Williams. He was a assistant coach under Dean Smith, and then it went to Brad Daugherty, and that's oh, no, not Brad. Brad, Daugherty, and just that wasn't a very good choice. And then finally, it went to Roy Williams, and under him, this the best probably program ever. As and with the record, he had three NCAA titles, a lot of two NC, two ACC titles, and just a great record for this man. I mean, but now Herbert has to make his own legacy, and also he has made his own legacy by being the first black head coach with the Tar Heels. And this is something that, is just, it's just amazing what he's going to be doing. I mean, from what I hear, that he's a pretty good coach, a good assistant. The players like him, they respect him. And as often as, for years, always that they believe to hire within the family, as, being a former player, being a former coach. UNC it's always tradition to hire within the UNC family as often as it can, or somebody who used to be part of UNC. But like I said, Roy Williams, for much he done, we'd like to thank you, Coach Williams. Coach Roy, you are a legend. You have done so much for the UNC family, for the Tar Heels, and I know you're gonna go off and enjoy your retirement. Your legacy is solid. As you know, he's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. He's also in the College Hall of Fame, and it's just he's set. And to Herbert Davis, some big shoes to fill, but I think you can do it. I think you can do it. There's a good chance that you might even surpass your predecessors. That's a possibility. So I'm gonna wish Herbert Davis best of luck. And for all you out there, I'm gonna say like this: Go Heels, go Heels. It's your man always, George Page. Like, don't subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.